Introducing the AORUS Z590 Elite EX motherboard, which is the AORUS Z590 Elite EX comes with upgraded solution, all PCIe 4.0 design, and outstanding connectivity to elevate your gaming experience to the next level. And this motherboard is ATX Form Factor with 30.5 cm by 24.4 cm. And this motherboard has a overview which are Intel Wi-Fi 6, 802.11ex 2T, 2R, and BT5, DisplayPort, rear USB 3.2 Gen 2, 2 Type-C, 2.5 Gigabit GBA LAN, advanced thermal design, 3 M.2 connectors, AMPo audio, Rgb Fusion 2.0, Direct 12+1 phase digital power design, support 11th Gen Intel Core processors, solid pin power connectors, dual pin DDR4, 4 DIMMs with ultra durable memory armor, front USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C for connecting devices, full PCIe Express 4.0 design, and Q+ onboard, and the advanced thermal solution which are fully covered thermal design with high coverage MOSFET heatsinks with 5WMK layered thermal conductivity pad, 2 M.2 connectors with thermal guards, and integrated I/O shield, the 3 M.2 connectors which are 1 PCIe 4.0 by 4 M.2, 2 PCIe 3.0 by 4 M.2, and thermal guards. The AMPo audio which are ALC 1220 VV audio, high-end audio capacitor, and audiophile grade WIMA capacitors. The Rgb Fusion 2.0 which are 2 addressable LED header and 2 RGB LED header. The direct 12+1 phase digital power design which are 60A Dr. MOS premium choke and capacitor, 6-layer PCB, PCIe 4.0 ready-made loss PCB, and ×2 copper PCB. The solid pin power connector which are 24-pin ATX power connector and 8+4 pin CPU power connector. The full PCIe Express 4.0 design which are 1 PCIe 4.0 by 16 slot and 1 PCIe 4.0 by 4 M.2. And this motherboard has a direct powered design which is the Z590 AORUS Elite EX motherboard uses an 12+1 phase digital CPU power design which includes both digital PWM controller and Dr. MOS. This 100% digital controller and additional 8+4 solid pin CPU power connectors offer incredible precision in delivering power to the motherboard's most power-hungry and energy-sensitive components, allowing enthusiasts to get the absolute maximum performance from the new Intel 11th Gen CPU. And it has a 12+1 phase digital power design, power architecture, and power efficiency. The 12+1 phase digital power design which are digital PWM, driver MOSFET, all solid capacitor, and CPU power connector, which means is a cleaner and more efficient power delivery to the CPU with better thermal performance, ensure stability under high CPU frequencies and heavy loading, which is it has digital PWM controller to deliver appropriate voltage to the CPU. Direct 12+1 phase Dr. MOS without PWM doublers, each power phase connects directly to the CPU with capability to handle 720 amps current in total. All solid capacitors to improve transient response and minimize oscillation, and 8+4 solid pin CPU power connectors, and it has a power architecture and power efficiency. And this motherboard has a advanced thermal solution which is the Z590 AORUS Elite EX, uses high performance full covered thermal design with high coverage MOSFET heatsinks and thick thermal FAD, providing ultimate MOSFET cooling performance for enthusiasts, overclockers, and gamers. And it has a thermal design, fully covered MOSFET heatsink, M.2 thermal guard, and Smart Fan 6. The fully covered MOSFET heatsink, which are x2 large surface, real one-piece build, and multi-cut design. The x2 large surface, which is to increase surface area up to x2 larger compared to traditional heatsinks. It improves heat dissipation from the MOSFETs. The real one-piece, which is the TMOS, is a true single-piece heatsink. Its one-piece design and larger surface drastically improve the cooling performance against competitors' multi-piece design. The multi-cut design, which is the TMOS, features several channels and inlets on the heatsink. The design allows for the airflow to go through, which leads to great improvement of the heat transfer performance. The M.2 thermal guard, which is a AORUS M.2 thermal guard with Gigabyte ultra efficient M.2 thermal guard, which is with durability in mind. Gigabyte provides a thermal solution for M.2 SSD devices. The M.2 thermal guard prevents throttling and bottlenecks from high-speed M.2 SSDs, and as it helps to dissipate heat before it becomes an issue. The Smart Fan 6, which is it contains several unique cooling features that ensure gaming PC maintain its performance while staying cool and quiet. Multiple fan headers can support PWM, DC fan, and pump, and users can easily define each fan curve based on different temperature sensors across the board via intuitive user interface. And it has a cooling feature which are high current support, precision control, dual curve mode, and fan stop. The high current support, which is each fan header support PWM and DC fan and water cooling pump, and up to 24 watts 12 volts by 2A with overcurrent protection. The precision control, which is up to 7 temperature fan speed control points for precise fan curve. The dual curve mode, which is a slope and steer dual mode for different user scenario. The fan stop, which is a fan can stop completely below user's specified temperature point. And it has a smart fan BIOS UI, which are improved fan curve UI, slope and steer dual graph mode, manual input, easy tuning, and fan curve profile. The improved fan curve UI, which is increased control points from 5 to 7 and larger fan speed graph for precise and easier fan curve control. The slope and steer dual graph mode, which is a fan curve can be quickly switched with slope and steer modes for different user scenario. Slope is traditional and intuitive linear from fan speed curve. With newly added steer non-linear mode, fan keeps at the same speed between specified temperature interval. The manual input, which is for advanced users, provide fan speed manual input for more precise control. The easy tuning, which is a user can place 4 easy tuning points at raw temperature fan speed, and Smart Fan 6 can quickly generate a fan curve. The fan curve profile, which is a fan curve profile can be saved in BIOS, RAM. Profile will be kept after updating BIOS, and it has a fan stop, which is to achieve fan silence. With fan stop, map any fan to stop completely when temperatures drop below a specified threshold, which fan stops based on readings from which sensor and at what temperature. All of it can be customized to your liking. And this motherboard has a unparalleled performance, which is with the best quality components and Gigabyte R&D design capability. The Z590 AORUS is a true best among motherboards, and it has a XMP 4000 Plus PCIe 4.0 hardware design ×3 PCIe 4.0 and 3.0 by 4 M.2. the XMP 4800 Plus, which is it can support for DDR4 XMP up to 4800 MHz and beyond, which means is the AORUS is offering a tested and proven platform that ensures proper compatibility with profiles up to 4800 MHz and beyond. All users need to do to attain this performance boost is to ensure that their memory module is XMP capable and that the XMP function is activated and enabled on their AORUS motherboard. And it has a shielded memory routing, which is all memory routing is under the PCB inner layer shielded by a large ground layer to protect from external interference. And it has a memory layout DC chain design, which means is with the optimized DC chain routing, the Z590 AORUS motherboard provides a proven speed of up to DDR4 4800 plus MHz with high density memory module. Optimized DC chain routing eliminates the stub effect, pushes the 1 DIMM per channel in the dual channel interleaving mode to hit higher memory frequencies, providing professional gamers a denser and faster system memory experience. And it has a single 32GB support, which is the maximum memory capacity on the Z590 motherboard is 128GB. After Intel updated the memory reference code, a single slot can support up to 32GB. Therefore, with populated 2 DIMM per channel on both channel, total memory capacity is 128GB, which was only available on high-end desktop platforms. For users who always run out of memory capacity, there is more bandwidth now for memory-intensive applications such as rendering and video editing. The Pcie 4.0 hardware design, which are Pcie 4.0 M.2 slot, 1 Pcie 4.0 slot, and Pcie 4.0 ready PCB. The Pcie 4.0 M.2 slot, which is M.2 Pcie 4.0 by 4 slot with lower impedance. The 1 Pcie 4.0 slot, which is a reinforced Pcie 4.0 by 16. The Pcie 4.0 ready PCB, which is a Pcie 4.0 ready mid-loss PCB. The 3 Pcie 4.0 and 3.0 by 4 M.2, which is a triple Pcie 4.0 and 3.0 by 4 M.2 connectors with thermal guard, which means is the AORUS gaming motherboards are focused on delivering M.2 technology to enthusiasts who want to maximize their system potential. And this motherboard has a next generation connectivity, which is a high-end product needs to be future-proof so your system stays up to date with the latest technology. Z590 AORUS Elite EX provides all the next generation network storage and Wi-Fi connectivity to keep you up to speed. And it has a 2.5 GBA LAN, Intel Wi-Fi 6, 802.11ex, USB 3.2 Gen 2, and 2 Type-C. The 2.5 GBA LAN, which is a first adapter on 2.5 GBA LAN on board, which is it has a times 2 faster than ever, which is it has a adoption of 2.5 G LAN provide up to 2.5 GBA network connectivity with at least 2 times faster transfer speeds compared to general 1 GBA networking. Perfectly designed for gamers with ultimate online gaming experience, and it can support multi-gig 10, 100, 1000, 2500 Mbps with RJ45 Ethernet. The Intel Wi-Fi 6 802.11ex, which is a Intel Wi-Fi 6 802.11ex plus BT5 module, which is it has a Intel wireless solution supports 802.11ex, enables gigabyte wireless performance, provides smooth video streaming, better gaming experience, few drop connections, and speed up to 2.5 Gbps. Moreover, Bluetooth 5 provides x4 range over BT 4.2 and with faster transmission. And it has a benefit on Wi-Fi 6 which are 5.5 times throughput than 802.11 EC, 1 by 1 times 4 better network capacity, no traffic jams especially in those dense area with lots of devices, and network efficiency increase for better user experience. With USB 3.2 Gen 2 and 2 Type-C which is a super speed 20 Gbps, and this motherboard has AMPo audio which is a high-res audio certified, meaning that the product is capable of reproducing frequencies up to 40 kHz or above, which ensures user with the best audio quality at all times. And it has a immersive gaming vibes which with Realtek high-end HD audio codec, which means is ELC 1220 120 dBA SNR HD audio with smart headphone EMP automatically detects impedance of your head-worn audio device, preventing issues such as low volume and distortion. With the new VV series audio controller, stream your voice to the world vibrantly with both front and rear microphone SNR up to 110 and 114 dBA, and this motherboard has a definitive aesthetics which is the Z590 AORUS Elite EX features Rgb Fusion 2.0 and offers users the option to control onboard external light strips and or AORUS devices with RGB addressable RGB LEDs to make their PC more unique and stylish. And it has a Rgb Fusion software and Rgb Fusion app. The Rgb Fusion, which is it has a multi-zone light show design, which means is now offering more LED customizations than ever. Users can truly adapt their PC to represent their lifestyle. With full RGB support and a redesigned Rgb Fusion 2.0 application, the user has complete control over the LEDs which surround the motherboard. The Rgb Fusion software, which is with an integrated intuitive user interface, the Rgb Fusion 2.0 provides you a better solution for customizing the lighting effects across all supported devices, from motherboards, graphics cards, to the peripheral products. You can personalize your gaming rig with your own style and show off your build by sharing the profiles. In addition, the new gaming mode makes the lighting effects interactive with selected games to bring you the most immersive gaming experience. The Rgb Fusion app, which is a gigabyte Rgb Fusion app, which is don't just make your PC shine, make it a work of art that friends will envy. With the gigabyte Rgb Fusion mobile app, users can watch as they control the lighting within their gaming PC. This gives users ease for access as they try and adjust colors and speeds for different modes. All this can be achieved away from keyboard and monitor of their PC. And this motherboard has a ultra durable, which is the gigabyte is reputable for its product durability and high quality manufacturing process. Needless to say, the best components can find for the Z590 AORUS motherboard and reinforce every slot to make each of them solid and durable, which is it has a Q Flash Plus Pcie Armor for memory armor and solid pin. The Q Flash Plus, which is update the BIOS easily without installing the CPU, memory, and graphics card, which means is with Gigabyte Q Flash Plus, you don't need to install the CPU, memory, and graphics card, nor enter the BIOS menu to flash the BIOS. Just download and save a new BIOS file renamed to gigabyte.bin. on the USB flash drive, then press the dedicated Q++ button and you're good to go. The Pcie Armor, which is a ultra-durable Pcie Armor with industry-leading ultra-durable Pcie Armor, which means is the innovative one-piece stainless steel shielding design from Gigabyte reinforces the PCIe connectors to provide the extra strength required to support heavy graphics cards. The Form Memory Armor, which is a ultra-durable memory armor, which is the AORUS exclusive one-piece stainless steel shielding design, prevents against PCB distortion, twisting, and plate bending, in addition to preventing any possible ESD interference. The solid pin, which is a solid pin power connectors, which is the AORUS motherboards, feature solid plated ATX 24-pin and ATX 12 volts 8-pin plus 4-pin power connectors to offer a stable power supply during CPU overloading. And it has a solid pin power connectors advantages, which are larger contact area of electricity, more metal quantity to sustain higher power and generated heat, and ultra durable and longer lifespan. And this motherboard has a Gigabyte BIOS and App Center, which is a good software, goes hand in hand with perfect hardware. Gigabyte motherboard bundled several useful and intuitive software to help users to control every aspects of motherboard. And it has a BIOS, App Center, Easy Tune, and System Information Viewer. The BIOS, which are new user interface, my favorites, storage information, change log, and intuitive load line curve. The new user interface, which is a all-new AC mode, shows important hardware information in one page, including CPU clock, memory, storage, fan. The my favorites, which is add constantly used items into the favorite menu for quick access. The storage information, which is to show all kinds of storage information including SATA, PCIe, and M.2 interface. The change log, which is lists all changes before saving and exiting BIOS. Quickly review overall settings modification. The intuitive load line curve, which is a clearly show each load line calibration setting in an intuitive curve graph. The App Center, which is the Gigabyte App Center, is a useful portal of all Gigabyte MB utilities and drivers. You can choose any utility you want to install from App Center and keep updated with the latest utilities and drivers version. The Easy Tune, which is the Gigabyte's Easy Tune, is a simple and easy to use interface that allows users to fine-tune their system settings or adjust system and memory clocks and voltages in a Windows environment. With Smart Quick Boost, one click is all it takes to automatically overclock your system, giving an added performance boost when you need it the most. The System Information Viewer, which is the Gigabyte System Information Viewer, is a central location that gives you access to current system status, monitor components such as the clocks and processors, set your preferred fan speed profile, create alerts when temperatures get too high, or record your system behavior. These are possibilities of the System Information Viewer. So that's it for the AORUS Z590 Elite EX motherboard. Thank you so much for watching. This is AMPo Tech, and I'll see you in the next video.